Hey, what's going on, DDO players? Axel here. The past few months, I've had a lot of videos that were on controversial topics or were a little negative or were a little ranty, and I wanted to create a video today that was positive and showed that, hey, I still do love this game. I don't want my channel to come across as just a series of ranting videos. Guides are something I like to do. Rants are something I will do, but I also want to throw in some videos like this one that are positive and show that I do love this game, and that will show why a lot of players like myself, while we will complain at times, we will rant, we will be very passionate about our ideas, I also want to show that this is a great game still, and if it wasn't, I wouldn't still be playing it 6-7 years after I started. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about the reasons why I stay and continue to play DDO, and I'm going to talk about the best aspects of this game and why this game is still a great game. I want to start with a few topics that, or not topics, but aspects of DDO that make it different from other MMOs and things that make DDO great, and just why we keep staying here, why I'm still here. What are the major draws to this game? The first one I'm going to talk about is the combat system. Combat system is a lot different from other MMOs. Now, if tons of other MMOs, a lot of popular ones, have a very static combat system where you just stand there. And that's what really turned me off of a lot of other MMOs. I don't like MMOs where you just stand there and they don't rely at all on Twitch skills. I hate that. It doesn't feel like a video game to me. Like, if a game's going to be that static, I don't feel engaged in those types of MMOs. I like that in DDO we do have an active combat system. We can move. We can avoid damage by getting out of the way. We can improve our DPS by Twitch fighting. There's a lot of stuff like that that makes this game more engaging and, to me, more fun and exciting. This also adds another just huge dimension to this game. It gives us a lot of different possibilities. It makes encounters more complex, and it also makes encounters a lot faster, but it makes DDO play more like an action platformer, which is a big draw to me. Next, I want to talk about what is probably the biggest draw of DDO, and that's the build possibilities, the complexity of this game, the ability to create the character that you want to create. And this is often, when you hear people talk about DDO and grassroots talk through, maybe they tell their friends, they advertise it, or they talk about it in their blog, or players like me mention it here on their vlog. This is probably the first thing they say when someone asks, why would I play DDO? So many other MMOs, if you haven't played many other ones, they have maybe 5 or 6 classes, and you pick your class, and that's your class. That's it. You don't get to customize. You don't get all these little tweaks that you can do in DDO. In DDO, you can multi-class up to 3 classes, and there are just hundreds and hundreds of build possibilities, and you have the ability in DDO, unlike other MMOs, to build exactly what you want. Yes, there's going to be only a handful of optimal builds, but this game is not built only around optimal builds. That's why we have more than one difficulty setting, or at least that was the intent. If you want, you can build a halfling barbarian that uses heavy maces. You can do that. Like, if that's what you envisioned in your pen and paper campaign, or just to you that's what would be a cool fantasy character, you can do that. And within each class, you have tons of other build possibilities. I mean, look at Cleric, the class I like to play. You can build a melee Cleric, or you can build a caster Cleric, you can build a turning Cleric, you can just build a dedicated healing Cleric. And within those classes, there's also those types of builds, there's also sub-builds. I mean, you can build a 2-weapon fighting Cleric, you can build a Necrocaster Cleric, you can build an Evocation Speccaster Cleric. There's just so many different possibilities to make your build unique. and in DDO more than any other MMO, you can build that character that fits your playstyle perfectly. And that's what I've done. I've always run battle clerics because that fits my playstyle. I like a mix of melee and support, and I like being the character that can be depended on to pull a party through a quest or to provide aid. I just like that aspect of a character, and I've been able to mix all the things I want in a character into one build. So you have that possibility in DDO. You don't have it in other MMOs, a lot of other MMOs. Another cool thing about DDO, there's so much content in this game. There is hundreds and hundreds of quests. There's so much to do. If you're new to this game, you easily have enough content to keep you busy for a year or more. I mean, you can play so much stuff. I wish I would have looked up the exact number of quests in before I recorded this video, and I'll actually go to the wiki after I'm done recording and plug in an annotation that's popping up right now that'll tell you exactly how many quests are in DDO. But there's so much content, and there's a lot of different settings. We have ice-based adventures, we have fire-based adventures, we have pirate-themed adventures, we have very deep and macabre-based adventures. You can battle giants. There's just so much different stuff you can do, and while you can't do everything in DDO that you can do in pen and paper DDO, you can do a lot of that kind of stuff. Like a lot of what you did in your pen and paper campaign, you can do in DDO. You can't do everything, but you can do a lot of that. Also, another cool thing about DDO is that it's really cheap. You can come into this MMO and legitimately play it for free. A lot of other free, quote-unquote freemium labeled games aren't like this, but DDO actually gives you a really good deal. Yes, you have to pay when you get up to a certain point, but that's to be expected. DDO has to make money to stay alive. They're a business. They have to make money. But they give you a great deal if you're a new player. You can jump into this game and legitimately play like 15 levels or so without having to buy any content. And if you really wanted to grind, you can get up to level 20 without buying anything. I wouldn't recommend that. I actually got up to cap my first time as a I think I only owned Veil when I got to level 20 for the first time. I might have also owned Reaver's Reach, I can't remember, but I only own 1 or 2 packs. So you can spend as little as like $5-6 on this game and get to level 20 easily without having to repeat too many quests. You can just buy Giant Hold in Veil if you want to, or just Veil and get to 20. Yes, you have to pay when you get to level 20. And free content does taper off, but I think it's very fair, and I think in the end that we have so much free content, and there's actually some free content up even in the higher level ranges, like Study and Sable comes to mind. They still continue to offer some free content for new players. Last but not least is the community. The community in DDO is great and is actually still growing even though this game is going on 10 years old. There's just so much stuff. There's podcasts, there's fan sites, there's blogs, there's vlogs, there's all kinds of social groups in and outside the game. We have permadeath groups. Go to the forums, you can find a permadeath guild to join. You can meet a lot of people that way. There's so many social groups. There's static groups. If you want to start a static group, it's a great way to meet some people. You can actually meet people through this game. We have contests. We also have a whole streaming section. Cordovan, he's the community manager. He's doing a great job with all the Twitch streams. You know, there's a lot to do on a social side in this game. So a lot of people play this game this is not so much me, but a lot of people play this game for just the social aspect, just to meet people, or just to hang out with their online friends. Maybe they're separated by distance, but they can be connected through DDO. So guys, I hope this video served just as a positive reminder of how great this game still is. Yes, you're going to hear me complain on this channel about things I'm upset with, and I'm going to rant from time to time, but I wanted to remind you guys that I still love this game. This is still a great game, very much worthy of playing, and I'm overall still very happy with where DDO is at. So guys, next time you complain about something, you get frustrated because the new raid isn't what you expected, or you don't like some mechanic in the game, just remember all the good things about this game, because they definitely outweigh the negatives. I want to close out the video by talking a little bit about the channel. You guys might have noticed I've been off my normal upload schedule lately. My normal upload schedule that I always shoot for is 1 to 2 uploads a week. I've been off that lately. Just been a mix of a lot of really tough few months at work, just tons and tons of overtime. Also just a lot of personal stuff that's just been keeping me from uploading, but I wanted to show you guys that I'm still dedicated to this channel, and I'm still planning on getting back to my normal upload schedule at some point. It's probably gonna be a little slow in the channel for the next month, maybe a little longer, just because I have a lot of traveling and a lot of rough overtime stuff at work lately. But I want to let you guys know that I'm still dedicated to the channel, and you can still expect me to upload regularly. Also, this week I passed 500 subscribers, so thank you guys so much for subscribing to the channel, for watching, and for giving me likes and comments. I love getting all that stuff. It gives me the motivation to continue with this endeavor. Over the past, it's been almost a year now since I've started this channel, and in a month it'll be a year, and I've learned a lot about myself that I really enjoy doing this type of thing. I've gotten so much pleasure out of doing this. It's really become a passion of mine. So all the likes and subscribes and stuff you guys give me really keeps me going. And this is definitely an endeavor I want to continue for now, at least for now, and I will likely continue this always in one form or another. So guys, just want to let you know, yes, the channel's been a little slow lately, but you can expect me to get back to my regular upload schedule in the not too distant future. Also, you can check me out on DDO Cast. I was a guest on episodes 394 and 395. I told you guys in one of my previous videos that I was a guest on 394, but I came back for episode 395. Patrick and I talked for about an hour and a half about a lot of different topics, but the main focus of the discussion was necklaces, but we got into some game news after that. So hope you guys can check out DDO Cast. I'll put the links to those episodes below. That's all for today. See you guys next time, and as always, please give me a like and subscribe. See you later.